Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at Georgia Lottery scratch tickets and their expected values or payouts. And we are going to start today again in my Happy Place pages, and we're on page 3 now. And here I want to highlight a YouTuber that has been a friend of mine for a while. We go back to when I was on YouTube before, CJ Georgia Scratcher, a good friend, a good guy. Really appreciate him. He's been with me for a long time. And CJ Scratches Georgia Scratchers. His videos, he's not a daily YouTube scratcher. He'll he just buys them whenever is convenient for him, and he'll upload the video. I know that he did do books back in the day. Not sure if he's still doing that. But he's a really super good guy. CJ, I appreciate you coming by. Glad you found out that I was back on YouTube. But anyways, I never ask people to do stuff on my website. I never ask people to subscribe and click buttons and all that stuff. But this is the one time I'm going to ask you to do something. If you're watching this right now, please go to CJ Georgia Scratcher. Just put that into the YouTube search bar and go subscribe to him. He's been around for a really long time, and I know that he would appreciate some more subscribers. So just again, CJ, I appreciate you. Now on with our ticket. So today we're looking at the $30 Super Max the Money ticket, and this ticket has been around for a long time. It came out in, it looks like, May of 2017. And this is one of my all-time most unfavorite tickets here in Georgia, and I will explain why as we go along. But anyways, you can see it has two different appearances. The gold one is the older one. The blue one is the newer one. There are lots of multipliers you can find. There's the dollar bill for a win-all, and then there are a couple of bonus spots up here where if you find the right symbol, you can win. I think it's like 100 in one of those spots, and maybe 200 in the other, or something like that. So anyways, this is the prize structure for this ticket. The overall odds are 1 in 2.78. And you can see most of the game, just like the Billionaire Club ticket, most of the game is played right here between the ticket and, say, $100 category of prizes. The top 3 prizes, according to the Georgia Lottery, are $50,000, $200,000, and then $10 million. This is the only ticket in Georgia where you could win $10 million. The next closest is the Billionaire Club, where you can win $7 million. But I go ahead and take the tax out of these top 3 prizes because the Georgia Lottery is going to go ahead and do that for you when you cash those winning tickets in. So I list them at $35,000, $140,000, and $7 million. So if we look at the payout per prize right here, what this tells us is that for every $30 that the Georgia Lottery gets for the sale of these tickets, tells us how much money they're putting back in to pay off these prizes. For example, let's say this $500 prize, for every $30 they're getting, for the sale of these, they're putting $1.41 back in to pay off these $500 prizes. And so you can see the amounts here, based on the prize. The highest being $5. For every $30 they get, they're putting $5 back in to pay off these $50 prizes. But if you add up all of the payout per prize amounts, you come to a total payout on this ticket of about $22.19 per $30. So for every $30 you spend, you should expect to see about $22.19 back. And that is if you're winning all of these prizes according to the odds that the Georgia Lottery has posted. Now, if you break that down on a dollar per dollar basis, you're earning back about 73 cents on the dollar. So for every $1 you put in, you're getting about 73 back, and this is $73, 73 cents back. And this is really the reason why I just really hate this ticket. Like, to me, for a $30 ticket, the Billionaire Club had, what was it, like 81 cents on the dollar, something like that, and the fastest road to a million has about an 82-cent payout. This is a whole like 8 or 9 cents less on the dollar back per ticket, and for me that's almost criminal to do this on a $30 ticket. I really hate that they did this, and the thing that really gets under my skin about it is that there's no way that you would know that this is such a bad ticket if you didn't break down do the math on it like I've done here, the Georgia Lottery is not going to let you know that this ticket is so much worse than the other $30 tickets. And I think that's sneaky, and I think it's deceptive and unfair of the Georgia Lottery to do that. Now, when I put this video out before when I was on YouTube, there were quite a few people who didn't really like my assessment of the ticket, and I think this is a good place to talk again about selective memory. A lot of people will say, "Hey, I've hit my biggest win on this ticket. I hit the $300 prize or the $500 prize," and that's awesome for you. But what I think happens is that we remember the wins and we forget the losses. It's a lot easier. It's a lot more impactful to win $500 than it is to lose $30, right? And so if you're losing $30, if you lose, 10 times on this ticket, you've lost as much as you won on that $300 ticket. But because it's incremental and smaller amounts at a time, you seem to not remember that. And so I think that's what's happening with this ticket. You remember the wins and you forget the losses. And I'm telling you that according to the math, this is a bad ticket. You're way, way, way better off playing the Billionaire Club ticket or the Fastest Road ticket. Let's go ahead and look at the top 1% of prizes compared to the bottom 99%. And so you can see here the top 1% of prizes starts here at the $300 level, and it goes all the way up to the top prize there. You can see the $300 prize is split between the top 1% and the bottom 99%, with most of the value being down here in the bottom 99%. So it's very possible for you to hit this $300 prize. To hit anything over $300, you're going to have to be pretty lucky. Like if you've hit that $500, count yourself fortunate. And if you feel like you've made more on this ticket than you have spent, like stop right now, because I'm telling you it won't continue. So anyways, I like to separate out the top 1% of the prize value from each ticket, and then compare tickets based on the bottom 99% of the prizes, because I feel like most of us who play this ticket, I don't feel like, it's true, most of us who play this ticket are only going to be winning prizes here in the bottom 99%. So for most of us, when we win, it's going to be anywhere from a ticket to $300. And so when you add up the value of the bottom 99% of prizes, you come up with a new total payout for this ticket of about $18.60, or 62 cents on the dollar. So for every $30 you spend, a realistic expectation is to expect $18.60 back. Or for every dollar you spend, it's realistic to expect to see about 62 cents back. And again, this is really super low for especially a $30 ticket. You can expect a 62-cent return on a $2 ticket. And so again, if you're tiering the tickets like the Georgia Lottery does, then on a $30 ticket you should expect a much higher payout than on a $2 ticket. Let's go ahead and look at the chart here, and this is why we had such a big space on this chart, because of the Supermax the Money ticket. By the way, this is the new Supermax the Money. The old Supermax the Money was a much better ticket than this one. Anyways, they really decreased the value on this ticket, and I can't wait for that final top prize to be won so that we can forget about this ticket and put it in the past, because it irritates me every time I see it. But anyways, you can see, these are the only three $30 tickets we have here in Georgia. So this is a complete list and a complete chart for what we currently have available. You can see how much higher the expected value or the payout of these other two tickets are compared to the new Supermax the Money. The odds are better on the other two tickets. And then look at the payout for the bottom 99%, 70 cents and 69 cents compared to 62 cents on the new Supermax the Money. And you might think, well, what's the big deal? 8 cents on the dollar. If you compound that money over the millions of tickets that are printed for these games, it's a huge amount of money. It's nothing to sneeze at. It is a big deal. Um, the only the only good thing about this ticket is the top prize, which is $10 million. And if you like, if you're like a super high roller and you insist on playing for the 10 million, then I guess this is the ticket you have to play. My advice would be though, 7 million isn't that different than 10 million. Play the Billionaire Club because it's so much better of a ticket. So, anyways, that's pretty much it. I really can't express how much I don't like this ticket. Um, my advice is leave it on the shelf and let somebody else waste their money on it. So, anyways, that is it for the new Supermax the Money. Sorry this was such a bummer of a video, but thanks for watching. And if you do play these, I still, even if you don't take my advice, I still hope that you win in the top 1% of prizes. I think that would be really awesome. So good luck on these tickets, and I will see you in the next video.